Thanks for waking up with us here on the coldest morning of the year so far.
Oh, brr. Many school districts are canceling classes or delaying their start times for the day. You can see those on the bottom of your screens. You can also find them at KARE11.com. But negative 18 degrees, John, I've not experienced much of this in my life. This is shocking.
Yeah, welcome to Minnesota here. Cold weather will jack with your day, but having your kids get their school canceled will also jack with your day. So I got to deal with that issue as well. So parents, my school got canceled. Yours might have as well. So make sure to check that out. KARE11.com. Rolling on the bottom of your screen. So, extreme cold weather warning. That's out until noon today. That means that things are going to improve as we head into the afternoon. Dark blue for everybody. Wind chills down to minus 45 degrees. Minus 18. This is officially the coldest wind chill of the year. Minus 35. We got to minus 33 yesterday. Temperatures are more of the story here. We got down to minus 18. We'll see where it comes in. I was thinking, could we get to 20 below? It's possible. Take a look at the snowpack. The snowpack starts in St. Cloud and goes up to Brainerd. It's 27 below in St. Cloud. That snowpack matters, and I usually say about 10 degrees, and that's exactly what it is here this morning. So we would be way colder with a deeper snowpack. Winds are still out there. What is the wind chill? Duluth's at 50 below. I mean, come on. Minus 35, minus 42 in Brainerd. So it is a very cold start. Let's talk about when we get out of this here in your next forecast. Coming up, Cece.
Hey, good morning. And actually, a few minutes ago, a crash cleared down the Lakeville area that I was tracking for over an hour. It was on 35 southbound, just south of County Road 50 you're seeing here, which is near the Kenwood Trail area. The right lane was closed, but now you see all lanes are back open as you head toward the Elko New Market area. So things looking good there. Not seeing any other crashes, just advising you to maybe warm up your car a little longer this morning since it's so cold, like John mentioned. Alicia.
Cece, thank you. As John's been mentioning, relief from these frigid temperatures is on the way, but first we do have to get through the coldest morning of the year so far.
And this Arctic blast all tied to a polar vortex. Audrey Russo in the backyard braving the cold to explain this phenomenon for us and why you've been hearing about it this week. Audrey, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jason Leach. You know, you hear the words polar vortex and your ears perk up. It's like, huh? What is that? Well, let me attempt to explain it with a graphic that I whipped up for you here this morning. The Earth is like a ball, right? And when you've got spinning air on the top and the bottom, this is at the notoriously cold North and South poles. Well, when that air is spinning fast, it's fairly stable. Now, when it weakens, that is when the cold air starts to wobble and it kind of slides off the poles. So when it moves off of the North Pole, those of us in the northern states, the Great Lakes region, feel it first, and we feel it fast. Now, in this particular situation, we're not the only ones who are feeling it. The Atlantic region, the Gulf Coast region, they are also dealing with cold temperatures, but they are maybe not as well prepared to deal with it as those of us up here in the north. Now, when it comes to this particular cold weather event, you may be wondering, well, how does this compare to things that we've dealt with in the past? Well, I'll break some of that down coming up in about 30 minutes, but for now, Jason Lee, I'll send things back to you.
Very good explainer.
Yeah, she's been doing a great job. I love the stats that we talked about too, like back in 2013-14. So the polar vortex, this is clipping us, right? It's actually still thousands of miles away to the northeast in Canada still, but it's a piece of it. If you get the whole thing,
I don't want the whole thing.
That's how you get to the records. So we haven't done that this year. We really haven't done it truly on top of us since 2014. That was the last time we had a wicked winter.
Yeah, and the fact that you said this week is the coldest typically of the year. We just got to get through it.
I would actually argue today is historically the coldest day of the year.
Okay.
Until we get to February.
Rock bottom.
Yeah, then there's more time for this.
It's only up from here,
colder.
everybody.
Yes.
Only up from here.
John, thank you. With the downright dangerous temperatures, make sure you have the KARE 11 app. You can download it by scanning the QR code on your screen, or you can find it wherever you get your apps.
6:05 here on your Tuesday. Well, this morning, President Donald Trump is waking up in the White House for the first full day of his second term. After a day of inaugural festivities, he went straight to work, fulfilling campaign promises with a flurry of executive orders. Susan McGinnis has a look at the first few hours of his presidency.
First dance at the first inaugural ball for President Trump and the First Lady, even though it's their second time around. It's one of 3 balls capping a day filled with ceremonies, celebrations, even an indoor parade. But amid the festivities and galas, it was down to business. President Trump signing a flurry of executive orders trying to fulfill his campaign promises. including pardons for about 1,500 criminal defendants charged in the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
We hope they come out tonight, frankly.
About 10 actions are aimed at the U.S. border, including deporting undocumented migrants, resuming construction of the border wall, and restarting the Remain in Mexico policy. Another order attempts to end birthright citizenship, requiring a reinterpretation of the 14th Amendment. And President Trump is ordering changes in U.S. energy and climate policy.